iPhone 16 and 16 Plus review. Small upgrades, big impact. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus don't arrive with one massive, groundbreaking feature. Instead, Apple has taken a different approach this year, one that focuses on refining the little things that we do on our phones every day. And after spending about a week using both phones as my daily drivers, I can confidently say, those tiny improvements add up to a surprisingly meaningful upgrade. This year, Apple's strategy isn't about flashy gimmicks. It's about making your everyday tasks feel faster, smoother, and a lot more convenient. And that's exactly what I'll break down in this review. A new way to use the iPhone, the buttons. Let's start with the biggest physical change on the iPhone 16, the brand new camera control button. Now, this isn't just a standard button that launches the camera. It's actually a hybrid between a physical key and a touch-sensitive pad. Press once, and the camera opens instantly. Press again to take a photo, or hold it down to start recording a video. But the clever part is what happens when you lightly touch the button. You get a tiny carousel of camera controls that you can swipe through without covering the screen. You can adjust exposure, switch lenses, control depth, zoom, or even change photographic styles. All with your fingers still on the button. It feels like Apple created a mini camera interface built right into the side of the phone. It's simple, intuitive, and honestly really fun to use. But is it perfect? Not quite. I still instinctively tap the camera icon on the lock screen out of habit. Building new muscle memory will take time. And yes, the idea of a camera button isn't new. Samsung and Sony have done it before. But Apple's implementation is much more refined. The future of this button is where things get exciting. Later this year, Apple will roll out visual intelligence, which lets you point your camera at objects to get instant information. Think pointing at a restaurant to see its hours, tapping an object to search it directly in Google, sending an image straight to ChatGPT. It's a very early glimpse of Apple's AI-focused future. The Action button returns. The Action button, which debuted on last year's Pro models, now comes to the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. It works just like before. You can assign it to shortcuts like launching the flashlight, recording a voice memo, recognizing songs, and more. It's not a reason to upgrade your phone, but it's a welcome addition that makes the interface feel more personal. I only wish Apple allowed multiple triggers, like double press actions, similar to what's possible on the Apple Watch Ultra. Design and colors, bold, bright, and fun. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus bring a few subtle design tweaks. For the first time on a base model iPhone, the camera lenses are stacked vertically instead of diagonally. That allows the phone to capture spatial photos and videos, which you can later view on the Vision Pro headset. The colors are also more vibrant this year. Pink, teal, ultramarine, blue, white, black. Apple's color-infused glass looks beautiful and gives a frosted finish that really stands out. Honestly, these are some of the best color options we've seen on standard iPhones in years. The displays remain the same size as last year, 6.1 inches for the iPhone 16 and 6.7 inches for the iPhone 16 Plus. But one big thing is still missing: always-on display. Even many budget Android phones have it, and Apple still keeps it exclusive to the Pro models. Camera, small changes, surprisingly big results. Yes, Apple upgraded the lens hardware. Better ultra-wide camera, improved low-light performance, 48MP fusion camera with 2x optical quality zoom, macro photography support. But the feature that impressed me the most wasn't the hardware. It was the new version of photographic styles. Apple updated photographic styles to better understand skin tones, highlights, shadows, and colors. The difference is huge. It makes images look more cinematic and more natural, especially portraits. You can preview these styles live while shooting or apply them afterward. And with the new camera control button, switching between them feels effortless. Low-light photos are brighter and sharper than before, especially from the ultra-wide lens. Macro shots look crisp with more detail. Zoom performance hasn't drastically changed, but Apple still does a much better job with skin tone accuracy compared to Samsung and Google. Another new feature is audio mix for video editing. You can isolate voices, reduce background noise, or add studio-style audio after recording. It works shockingly well. even in noisy environments like crowded public places. Battery, performance, and Apple Intelligence. Both phones run on Apple's new A18 chip, which feels smooth and responsive whether you're gaming, editing photos, or multitasking. Battery life has improved noticeably. The iPhone 16 Plus can easily last a full day with heavy use. The regular iPhone 16 also performs well, even when using Apple Intelligence features. Wireless charging speeds are slightly better with MagSafe, though wired charging hasn't improved at all, still capped at 20W. As for Apple Intelligence, it's only available in preview right now, so it's too early to judge. But features like text summaries, improved Siri, and smarter notifications show promise. Text summaries work well most of the time, though sometimes the phrasing is awkward. Siri handles natural speech better, but still makes occasional mistakes. Overall, Apple Intelligence feels like the beginning of something big, but we'll have to wait for the full rollout to see its true impact. Final verdict: a year of subtle evolution. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus aren't trying to reinvent the wheel, but the combination of the new camera control button, the action button, upgraded camera features, better battery life, and Apple Intelligence creates an experience that feels smoother, smarter, and more customizable than ever. If you're coming from an iPhone 13 or older, the iPhone 16 is a strong upgrade. If you're on a 14 or 15, it depends on whether these refinements matter to you. What's clear is that Apple is setting the foundation for a more AI-driven future, and the iPhone 16 series is the first real step in that direction.